What's going on, everybody? So I'm making some brackets to hold a Driftmaster rod tip saver set. I bought it at Bass Pro Shop. And what I have here is I took some 2-inch aluminum angle iron. I had some pieces laying around, so I cut it in half. These are 3 inches long now. I drilled 2 holes for the carriage bolt, so it's going to go in my Versatrack, and then I'll have to drill a bigger hole for the Driftmaster set in. But I rounded the edges with my sander. This is my 1-inch wide by 30-inch belt sander, Harbor Freight. I use it to make wood handles, sharpen knives, stuff like that. Just basic grinding, do lawnmower blades. It works pretty good. This is the package that they came in. I will link the part number in the description. But there's the part number. Like I said, I got it at Bass Pro Shops. It was $84.99. Made in USA, so that's always a bonus. And here's the 6 screws it came with for putting that, you know, triangle shaped mount into your deck of the boat. So here's how I got my components laid out. This is one of the brackets for the Driftmaster tip saver. I put the locating wire, I don't even know what they call that piece. I put that on because I'm gonna be running it through the bracket I made, and then there'll be a nut on the back side. And then on the Versatrack side, I got my 2 carriage bolts, run a piece of felt, 2 washers, 2 nuts. Okay, so the main reason why I'm doing this is a Tracker 175, and the front deck is 6.5 feet long. So my rods that are 7 foot hang over the edge. When I have a co-angler, which is often my father-in-law, there's been times these tips have gotten close to getting broke. So I'm doing this in hopes to avoid breakage. So I have this end here is where you put your handles. And then this end, this is where your tips go. So it's 8 slots, 1 tip per slot here, and 2 handles up here. A lot of guys use these for crappy rods, long, you know, 8 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot rods. I'm doing it only to have a place to store my rods while on the water. So I got them mounted, I got them tightened up. Like I said, I have the surface mount here. It came with screws. I guess you drill a hole in your deck, but I did it on my tracks. Like I said, 8 rod tips here, 4 handles down there. My 2 spinning rods are 7s. This one's a 7, and these are both 6.9s. It'll work. It's going to do what I want it to do. It also came with, it has some tension straps. I just don't have them out here. It says you can do two rods per slot. With a spinning rod, that is definitely doable. Casting rods with a bait casting reel, it's going to be a little tricky. I don't keep a bunch of rods. I generally just keep 8 rods up here anyway. But it will work. Now, as far as, like I was saying, sticking 2 casting rods in each slot, the handles, it's going to be a little tight, a little tricky. But I generally don't keep it about 4 or 5 rods on the front deck anyway, just because the front deck gets cluttered. If I keep it was an easy install. It didn't take me probably 10 minutes to make the brackets and put them in place. It took longer to, you know, take my time because I'm trying to make little video clips here. But I appreciate you staying with us and watching this quick little video. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button. It keeps me motivated to make some more videos, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. So here's the bungee cord like I was talking about. You just hook it over the edge. I mean, it's pretty secure. It will probably wear out as time goes on. I'll have to get another one. But it locks in pretty good. And it's pretty stable. So we'll find out how it does here in the next few days.